there are so many reasons why I got into teaching.
One of the best things is the light bulb moment.
When you see a pupil suddenly understand something, that's really, really special.
Every child is so full of potential, and the thing that makes me proudest to be a teacher is seeing them realise what they are capable of.
I don't think any other job can give you the same satisfaction.
That's why I chose to teach.
You could get £26,000 tax-free to train. Search, apply to teach. Selected subjects only, subject to eligibility.
Gamertag Radio presents E3 2017 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
Here we go.
Surprise. All right, cool. So the quick presentation, what is Metal Gear Survive? As you all know, we announced this at Gamescom, and Metal Gear Survive is a spin-off from the Metal Gear Solid series that takes place in an alternate world. It is a survival game, so again, it's a very different take on the brand, and it's one of the spin-offs that we have done before, where you'll be able to scavenge for resources, craft items, and ultimately find your way back home. In Metal Gear Survive, you will be able to start your own character from the very beginning, customize your soldier, and take that character through the game from the two different modes. So quick overview of those two modes right here. We do have a single player mode as well as an online co-op multiplayer. Today you will be playing the online co-op. So you're set into two groups here. We will touch on the single player briefly, and we'll have more to come about that later on. The overview is in both modes you'll be able to craft different weapons, gears, and gadgets, as well as build classes for your character and your base camp in order to really find answers to why you're in this weird world and how to get home. So touching on that single player campaign very quickly, here's where you'll learn a lot of your survival techniques. You'll be able to craft a lot of your weapons, test them out, build your base camp, find different resources in order to survive, forage for food, find answers, as well as collect those resources to bring into your co-op game as well. So going to the co-op, as I mentioned, it is 4 players online, where your main goal is to defend against waves of enemies and really work as a team in different ways, employ different strategies to get better loot and bring back into your single player game. You will be able to hop from the single player to the co-op and bring your character from both modes and engage in different ways with the game. That's the presentation. Quick product overview. Metal Gear Survive, you'll notice that we are moving it back just slightly to early 2018 for launch. That's just to give us a little extra time to build that better experience for people. Coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC via Steam. Genre, survival action, again, spin-off from the Metal Gear Solid series, bringing that survival element to the Metal Gear world and the fun co-op, jumping in and playing with your friends in order to engage with Metal Gear in very different ways in the past. We're not touching on that today. Yeah. And then the expected rating, mature 18 for thank you. So, switching gears a little bit, your mission briefing, what you're actually playing today. As I mentioned, you'll be playing co-op with your set of 4 people here. Your main mission, your ultimate mission, is to defend this generator. You will succeed in this co-op mission if you defend it for 3 waves. You will fail in the mission if either your entire team falls and dies or the generator does get destroyed. Simple enough. In the setup phase, and actually if everyone's between their consoles, because we do have a little bit longer loading times for this build specifically, you will be able to select a character. In the game, as I mentioned, you will be building your character from the very beginning and equipping it with different things as you go. Today, for this build, we've supplied 4 characters that you can pick different loadouts for. If you select your character and then start loading, you can go through the rest of the mission briefing. They have different loadouts and different equipments.
as she mentioned, guys, these classes that you see, they're not native to the game. In reality, when you play,
This episode of Gamertag Radio is sponsored by Western Digital. With WD, you're now able to get solid-state drives and hard drives to fit your unique needs. When you add the superior performance of a WD solid-state drive to your PC, you get blazing race speeds so you can boost your system quickly or load games and other applications in a snap. Combined with a reliable WD hard drive, you get up to 6 terabytes of storage to keep your games library, direct feed video, podcasts, and more, all in a single place. And for limited time, Gamertag Radio listeners can get 20% off a WD solid-state drive with coupon code WDGTR. That's WDGTR. Find out more at WDC.com/GTR.
And here's the thing, Danny, about this deal that we have right now with Western Digital and their blue SSD drives and their SSHD drives. I have an I can't even say it, an SSD drive, which allows me gaming-wise as a gamer. That's something you're going to want in your PC because it's going to allow you to get quicker load times. You're going to get, access to everything you want in a snap. And then I also have an SSHD drive, which is a hybrid that has basically an SSD cache along with a standard hard drive. So I get load times quicker in that as well. And I have a 4 terabyte version. I've been doing a lot of 4K game capture and I've been doing video editing. I need that storage. So again, if you want a great deal on some solid state hard drives, go to WDC.com/GTR. Use our coupon code WDGTR.